Hi, this is Chris. I'm back in the Quinault Rainforest in Washington State, and this is part 2 of a video I'm doing in this forest. And this is what we call a snag log. Even though it's dead, it still brings life to the forest, as in as far as fungi, moss, lichens, stuff like that. And also, these downed logs, which are dead, also bring life in the same way with fungi. But they also, what they do is hold water that they get from the rainy season, which is right now, as you can see. They hold water, and then in the summertime, when there isn't as much water, they feed the water to existing trees and things around. And I want you to check out this Douglas fir. Look how tall it is. Yep, Douglas fir, because there's deep furrows in it. That's how I can tell. In the log itself, trunk. And it's got a canopy around it. Because look how tall a Douglas fir is, and then look how tall the trees are next to it. They aren't as tall. So that's called a canopy. And I wanted to show you, this is a bad time for mushrooms or other fungi because it's winter and it's cold. A good time for fungi is in the spring and the fall. So, but there is a little bit of fungi around here. Here's some right here on this nurse log. And another thing that happens with these nurse logs is new trees grow out of them. And there's a little bit of fungi there. It looks like that's on its way out because it's cold, it's winter. And see under here, see under this nurse log, there's some fungi under there. See if I can zoom in. Ooh, now it's dark. Okay, zoom out. There we go. See that? There's a little bit right there on that log. Nurse log. Yeah. Look how beautiful it is. I want you to look at how tall these two Douglas firs are too. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? These trees can be up to 250 to 300 feet high. Just give you an idea. And between 500 and 600 years. So it takes a long time for these trees to grow. So we need to take care when we consider chopping them down, especially when there's other ways, other things such as hemp that we can use in place of them. Another beautiful Douglas fir. Isn't this incredible? Yeah, there's nothing like this. Nothing like it. There's another snag. And another thing is, you got to be careful about assuming that trees are dead when you see them like this. See, like that? You got to look for other signs that they're dead, like the holes from woodpeckers, fungi, stuff like that. Because sometimes it gets so windy here in the Pacific Northwest, the wind just chops off the top of the trees, and the tree's still alive, even though it doesn't look like it. It just needs to grow a new top. The wind killed the top, because these trees are so tall, you know, the wind gets to them. And I wanted to show you there's some fungi growing on this snag. See that? Mushrooms, fungi. But that, I can't tell you. Well, it's probably dead. It looks like there might be some holes in it. Yeah. So don't assume just because you see a tree like that with no top that it's dead. It might not be. But look at this. Isn't this incredible? How can you not want to be here? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed learning about trees. We need more of this and less of the superficial stuff in our daily lives, I think, because that's not what's important. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to navigate this massive puddle, which should be okay. My boots are kind of waterproof, not entirely. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of the forest. And I love sharing what I love with you. I hope you have a great day. Bye.